Exploring Slovenian cuisine. Soft instrumental music plays over aerial footage of Slovenia's breathtaking landscapes, lush green hills, serene lakes, and charming villages nestled among mountains. The camera pans over historic castles, bustling open-air markets, and winding cobblestone streets. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're taking a virtual trip to the beautiful country of Slovenia, the homeland of former First Lady Melania Trump. Now, Slovenia might be a small European nation, but it's packed with rich culture, stunning scenery, and, of course, amazing food. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfy, and let's explore a traditional Slovenian dish together. Introduction to Slovenian cuisine. You know, Slovenian cuisine is like a hidden gem in the culinary world. It's a delightful blend of flavors influenced by its neighbors, Italy, Austria, Hungary, and the Balkans. They love using fresh, locally sourced ingredients, making their dishes hearty and full of flavor. Think farm to table but with a European twist. Look at all that deliciousness. But today, we're focusing on a special treat that's near and dear to Slovenian hearts. Highlighting the chosen dish, say hello to Potica. Ever heard of it? It's a traditional Slovenian nut roll that's been a staple at family gatherings for centuries. Potica isn't just any dessert. It's a symbol of Slovenian heritage and hospitality. It's commonly served during festive occasions like Easter and Christmas, and each family often has its own secret recipe. Fun fact: Potica was even gifted to Pope Francis by Melania Trump herself during a visit to the Vatican. How cool is that? Gathering ingredients. Alright, let's dive into making this delightful treat. Here's what we'll need: 4 cups all-purpose flour, 1 packet active dry yeast, 1 cup warm milk, 2 large eggs, 1/2 cup melted butter, 1/2 cup granulated sugar, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 2 cups ground walnuts, 1/2 cup honey, 1/2 cup heavy cream, 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 2 tablespoons rum, optional. Each of these ingredients plays a key role. The yeast helps our dough rise and become fluffy. Walnuts are the star of the show in our filling, providing that rich, nutty flavor. Preparing the dough. Let's get started on the dough. First, we need to activate our yeast. In a small bowl, combine the warm milk, a tablespoon of the sugar, and the yeast. Give it a gentle stir and let it sit for about 10 minutes until it's nice and frothy. In a large mixing bowl, whisk together the flour, remaining sugar, and salt. Make a well in the center and add the eggs, melted butter, and our activated yeast mixture. Mix everything until it comes together into a soft dough. Now, turn it out onto a lightly floured surface and knead it for about 8 to 10 minutes. You're looking for a smooth and elastic dough. Once you're done kneading, place the dough into a greased bowl, cover it with a clean kitchen towel, and let it rise in a warm place for about an hour or until it doubles in size. Making the filling. While our dough is taking its little nap, let's make that delicious walnut filling. In a medium bowl, combine the ground walnuts, honey, heavy cream, cinnamon, and rum if you're using it. Mix it all up until you have a smooth, spreadable paste. If your filling feels too thick, you can add a little more cream to loosen it up. Assembling the potica. Time to assemble this beauty. Punch down the risen dough to release the air and turn it out onto a floured surface. Roll out the dough into a large rectangle, about 1/4 inch thick. Spread the walnut filling evenly over the dough, leaving a 1-inch border around the edges. Now, starting from one of the longer sides, carefully roll the dough into a tight log. Pinch the seams to seal it, and tuck the ends under. Traditionally, potica is baked in a bundt pan or loaf pan, but you can also shape it into a ring on a baking sheet. Cover it again with a towel and let it rest for another 30 minutes. Baking the potica. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Once our potica has had its second rise, it's ready for the oven. Optional. Brush the top of the potica with melted butter or an egg wash for a golden crust. Bake it for about 50 to 60 minutes. You'll know it's done when it's a beautiful golden brown and your kitchen smells like heaven. If the top starts browning too quickly, tent it with some aluminum foil. We want it perfectly baked, not burned. Cultural anecdotes. Let me share a little more about potica and Slovenian culture. In Slovenia, making potica is often a family affair. Grandparents, parents, and kids all gather in the kitchen, each with their own role. It's not just about the food, it's about bonding and passing down traditions. Some families have unique fillings like tarragon, poppy seeds, or even chocolate. Also, did you know that Slovenia has over 80 kinds of potica? It just shows how diverse and creative their cuisine is. The reveal. Alright, drumroll please. Let's see how our potica turned out. Carefully take the potica out of the oven and place it on a cooling rack. Wow, would you look at that? It's golden, it's gorgeous, and it smells absolutely divine. Allow it to cool for about 15 minutes. Moment of truth. Let's slice into it and see that beautiful swirl inside. Cut a slice to reveal the intricate spiral of dough and filling. Isn't that just a thing of beauty? Taste test. Oh my goodness. The dough is so soft and tender, and the filling is sweet, nutty, and just melts in your mouth. The hint of cinnamon and rum takes it to another level. I might need a moment alone with this slice. Seriously though, it's incredible how such simple ingredients can create something so delicious. Connection to Melania Trump's heritage. You know, making potica has given me a deeper appreciation for Slovenian culture and traditions. It's interesting to think that Melania Trump grew up enjoying this very dish in her hometown of Sevnica. Food has a way of connecting us, transcending borders and backgrounds. By sharing recipes like potica, we're not just making food, we're sharing stories and keeping cultures alive. Encouraging viewer engagement. So, who's feeling inspired to try making potica at home? Trust me, if I can do it, so can you. Let me know in the comments if you're going to give it a shot or if you have any family recipes that are special to you. I'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more culinary adventures from around the world. Closing remarks. Well, that's it for today's journey into Slovenian cuisine. I hope you enjoyed exploring this delicious part of Melania Trump's heritage with me. Cooking potica was not just about baking a dessert. It was about connecting with a culture and appreciating the traditions that make it unique. It's amazing how food brings us all a little closer together. Stay tuned for my next video where we'll dive into another traditional dish, this time from Peru. Any guesses on what it might be?